The healing from silent fatigue. The story of Emily Carter. There are kind of fatigue that make no sound. That don't knock us down immediately. They quietly cling to us day after day, until one day we realize we've been exhausted for a long time. This is the healing story of Emily Carter, a young woman who lived too long in silent fatigue, until she learned the most important lesson. Resting is also a form of courage. Emily, 29, is a graphic designer living in Seattle. From the outside, her life seems stable. A good job, a cozy little apartment, a few close friends. But inside, Emily is tired. Not the kind of tired that comes from hard work, but a kind of fatigue without reason. Tired when opening her laptop. Tired when replying to a simple message. Tired when she has to smile and say, "I'm fine." And the scariest part, she had grown used to hiding that exhaustion. One October morning, Emily woke up but couldn't get out of bed. Not because she was sick, not because she was in pain, but because her mind was empty. She lay still, listening to the rain fall. In her head, only one phrase kept repeating. "Come on, Emily, just a little more." But that day, she no longer had the strength to try. "Sweetheart, you look like you're carrying an invisible backpack that's far too heavy."
I'm fine, just a little tired.
But Grace looked at her with the eyes of someone who had weathered similar storms. And she said, "Sometimes saying 'I'm fine' is just our way of giving ourselves permission to keep running on empty." That afternoon, Emily opened up for the first time in years. She spoke of the pressures, the emptiness, the unending fatigue. Grace didn't ask questions, didn't judge. She simply placed a hand on Emily's shoulder and said, "You're not a machine. Stopping isn't failure. It's what you need to keep living." Emily began practicing small things, taking a 10-minute walk each day, drinking a cup of hot tea before bed, writing down the burdens on her heart, and noting 3 things that brought her comfort. Nothing grand, but little by little, her heart grew lighter. Grace encouraged Emily to try something she used to love, and she chose to paint. Her first painting was awful, but it was the laughter that escaped in that moment that made Emily realize it had been so long since she had laughed freely like that. One evening, Emily wrote a letter to herself. Simple lines, but things she had never dared to say. Narrator, reading from the letter, soft and slow. "Dear Emily, I won't leave you alone anymore. You don't have to be strong all the time. We will learn to live slowly together." Emily didn't change completely in a single day. There were still moments of fatigue, of emptiness, but she had learned to love herself more, to know when to stop, to recognize what brings her joy. And that is healing. One rainy day, Grace said to Emily, "When it rains, the earth rests. Humans do too." And Emily smiled. She understood that being strong doesn't mean running fast. The strongest thing is daring to rest when you need it. If you're feeling weary too, give your heart a pause, because you deserve that peace.